Hey Virgo, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing your June 2025 Tarot and Oracle forecast. We're going to be asking what's coming towards you. And if you'd like for me to pray for you, if you'd like other Virgos and cross-watchers alike to pray for you, say hi in the comment section or even leave an emoji if you're shy like myself. And that gives us something that we can focus on that represents your energy. All right, you guys, so we have, interesting. We have the Cow Mudra. This is an oracle card, has a supportive message, a prayer, and a physical affirmation, a hand gesture you can do. So this says, I open myself up to the cosmic light, to the universal loving principle, to the strength which gives healing and joy. And this message is all about healing. Let it be. Ooh, that makes me a little emotional. No, this is the hand gesture. It's a little funky, so be patient with me. You put your pinkies together, and then you put your middle finger with the pointer finger of the other hand. I'm trying to give you a good background there, something dark behind it. And then you simply put your other pointer finger against the middle finger. It's a strange one. This has got to be the weirdest hand gesture. But yeah, okay, so that's how you do it. If you feel like doing it, there you go. See yourself as a beautiful flower, Virgo. Open up to the light and let yourself be filled up with it, drenched in its brightness, its colors, and its warmth. In its radiant healing power, feel the warmth of the light. It wakes up your cells and gets your atoms dancing and singing, Virgo. As needed, send bundles of light to those parts of your body which are asking for attention. This actually helps rheumatism, inflammation of all kinds, chronic cases of pain. You can practice this mudra 4 times a day for about 10 minutes. And it's just basically physically empowering the message. So there you have it, my loves. We're going to get into tarot now. We only take the cards that fly out for us. They have to join the conversation. And if they fly out in reverse, that's how we read them. I want to take a quick moment and say thank you for hitting the like button on your way in. I appreciate you. It's the best way to show support and help this channel and this video get out to other Virgos. All right, enough of it. Let's get into June 2025 for my Virgos. Now they're going to be flying on the ground. You can't see them like you typically can when I'm working at the table. So I'm going to hold them up to you. For all of my Virgos that like to see the cards, they like to read them themselves. I want to respect that. So, all right, we have some really interesting cards. We start with the 3 of Pentacles upside down, and then the Judgment card. I'm going to explain to you what these mean together in a moment. The High Priestess, and then the Page of Wands. So what we've got going on here, and this is just like reading the general energy, and now we're going to unpack them pretty soon. 3 of Pentacles, yes, we hear you, boo. We hear you. 3 of Pentacles talks about collaboration typically. And it can be just, it doesn't have to be work colleagues. It could be in some of your cases, but it's basically multiple people collaborating for a shared goal. That's the best way I can tell you. Because you guys are all in different situations and circumstances. So that is the purest form in which I can actually read this energy. So when this is upside down, Virgo, these are people who are not working well together. Now, they might have the same goal, but they might disagree on the way it's done, or there might be some interrelational difficulty. Whatever it is, we're going to address this pretty soon. But first, we're going to move next to it. We have the Judgment, and this is a leveling up. This is like an evolution. So this could be you taking a higher road. This could be the situation making progress. We'll see. And then I love this. I love it when you get the High Priestess. This is intuition. So you are on point in June. Okay, Virgo? So if you are getting an inkling about something, if you get goosebumps for no reason at all, if something is resonating or it's coming back to you for some reason, or you're having dreams about it, all that, pay attention. Because this is intuition speaking to you very strongly this month. And lastly, we have the Page of Wands, which is excited and ambitious and enthusiastic energy. It's all about keeping an open mind and moving forward with confidence, allowing yourself to be curious. All right, so let's unpack these. I'm going to tell you real quick while I'm getting these next cards to unpack them. This is going to be an extended for all of my Virgos that like longer readings, like to dive deeper into the meanings, and also get advice, specifically get advice. 3 of Pentacles. What is this for my Virgos? Yeah, they got the sun upside down. You got the Chariot card upside down. So who is this wanting to bring it to a stop, boo? Is it you or is it somebody else you're working with? Let's see. Clarity on the Chariot. Okay, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. This is Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus energy, but it also could be basically a nurturer, somebody who cares very deeply about a situation. And we have the Sun card upside down. We do have the Chariot card, and it did come out upright. I said upside down, but it did come out upright. Somebody wants to make this better. There is a party, whether it's you or somebody else, who's working together with this group of people or this other person who specifically wants to nurture the situation, make it as better and move forward, make progress. And so because of this individual, this transformation can actually happen. Okay, I think if it was reliant on the stuck energy of the other individuals contributing to the lack of progress, then you wouldn't be getting the transformation card of the Temperance. But here's the thing to take away with the Temperance card. Balance is needed. Let's ask about that balance. What kind of balance? So this is prioritizing. This could be time, the amount of time, effort, or money put towards a situation. Pentacles, they represent, of course, physical and material value, right? But they also represent how we value ourselves and our time in the physical world. So balance is required specifically around the reprioritizing schedules, possibly reprioritizing how much who somebody is putting into, maybe money, putting into a situation. And that's where balance is called for. Again, the responsible Queen of Pentacles is a big nurturer and does in fact represent Virgo energy. So it could be you in the situation. This person, I think, is responsible for this making progress and transforming. And don't be fooled. It's not a weakness. If this is you, Virgo, don't get on your own case about like, oh, maybe I'm the one that gives in easier. There's something definitely admirable about that energy. So just for a few people that needed to hear that, okay? So now we're going to go to this Judgment card, leveling up. Now, because of the Judgment card, it's actually a big message. It's one of the major arcana. You got a few of them in here with the High Priestess. And what it's saying is that when there are some things happening in the evolution of a situation, Virgo, that is going to change everything. And it is like a mature energy. Let's tell me more about the Judgment card for Virgo. Okay. We got 10 of Pentacles. The big picture plays a huge role in this. You're making this does indeed move the whole thing forward. This is progress, the Three of Wands, and sometimes travel is literally, it's talking about travel. Also, Hanged Man energy. So it seems that there's been a needed growth spurt here, but I have some questions about this Page of Pentacles. So please bear with me. I just want one more clarifier. This Page of Pentacles upside down. Yeah. Are you moving on regardless? It's like, hey, the car is running. Everybody's here. They've got our seatbelts on. We're going to leave you behind if you don't figure this shit out. Like, come on. I feel like somebody here needs to level up. It needs to grow, and this could even be taking on literally a growth mentality. It could be researching. It could be, they got the Judgment card upside down. So it's like somebody doesn't want to evolve. Somebody who doesn't want to move to the next chapter. It's a classic story, right? You're trying to work with others and one person's like, you know, and even if you gave them their way, there's this sense that like they're just doing it to do it. They're doing it because this gives them power. Okay, so they're slowing things down, but I think you're having this evolution anyway, because guess what? You're abundant on your own. There's a sense of like, I think that this energy is going to be overpowered by the abundance you have everywhere else in the situation. We're going to come back to that because I think that it's going to become more and more obvious. More details are going to come out of the woodwork as we get clarifiers on the other cards. Here we have the second time we get the Temperance card, transformation. You are getting out of a very stuck place, Virgo. Hurrah! Now this is the intuition card we're getting clarity on. So your intuition, remember I said pay attention to your dreams, your thoughts, your feelings, what resonates, your goosebumps, whatever. You are so clued into intuition because that inner voice is helping you get unstuck from something. The Eight of Swords upside down is awesome card to get upside down. Specifically around ways that you might have been keeping yourself in a mental container. You could have been kind of steered that way. It's easy to point fingers, right? So if we were to point fingers, not a very healthy game, but if we were to point fingers, this person plays a big role in that work dynamic. You guys are all trying to get along. This person, I think, has played a big role in that stuck dynamic you've had, self-limiting thoughts, feeling stuck in a container. But I think that you are recognizing your power in this situation. Like my mom used to always say, when you're pointing at something, there's 3 fingers pointing back. Thanks, Mom. But temperance is that balancing energy of transformation. This is how you have a change. This is how you have a change, is you get out of this weird little stuck place in your mind, right? And that's what intuition is helping you with. I love it for you, Virgo. Now, lastly, let's get some clarifying cards on this Page of Wands, because this is a very different energy. This is fun. This is youthful. This is hopeful and excited about what's next, what's around the corner. Very different than what we've covered so far, right? Aren't you curious? So, what's this Page of Wands for my Virgos? Coming out of a quiet place of recession, we and recession meaning like receding back from this quiet place or a passive place. The Hermit card, that is Virgo energy, but this is actually getting more of an extroverted energy going forward. So there's obviously something that you become very confident or excited about, hopeful about. I wouldn't be surprised. What's this Ace of Swords? Before I speak, I get too excited sometimes, and I don't realize I need a couple more cards for information. So bear with me. I think you're realizing that you don't need somebody's Strength card. Here you go. You're realizing you don't need somebody's permission. You don't need somebody's approval in something. I'm going to show you the cards that make me say that, okay? This is nostalgia. These are people from the past or a person from your past. This is memories of the past. This is Six of Cups. Now, it can also include children. That's something you need to keep in mind. But I think you got a lot of reversals. And I think you're recognizing that somebody's trying to hold you hostage, I believe, emotionally. And that could even be with verbal agreements or communication. So this would be a situation where you see a possible way forward. You see a solution to a situation or an opportunity with this enthusiasm of the Page of Wands. And it creates almost a vulnerability, like somebody sees, oh, that's my move. Well, then I'm going to be withholding on information. I'm going to be withholding from this possible collaboration. If, again, you got a travel card here, so this might be like travel plans being messed with. And it's all in an effort, this desperate effort to not add closure, not allow something to move on to the next chapter. Doesn't it feel like somebody's holding you hostage emotionally, or a situation? My nose is itching, so we're going to pay attention to that. I'm sorry. I wish that like I could get that signal somewhere else. Maybe I could itch my head or something, but it's always my nose. So anyway, yeah, so this is calling for deep inner strength, which you have. And a lot of it is holding hands with that intuition. Okay, so you will know the next move. And I have a sense, and I'm going to get into this a little bit later in the extended, but I want to get into that abundance card with the Empress. You are fine on your own, though. I can tell you that much. You do not need this person to, you don't need to jump through their hoops. You don't need to make them approve of a situation in order to feel abundance, to reach a point in your life where you have leveled up in abundance. So this is getting past somebody who's trying to play a game of strategy, emotional hostages. That sucks. And they're not going to win because you're not going to even play. You know, when you step away from the board, from the game board, and you don't even play the game, there's nothing they got on you. So I don't know what that necessarily means for you in your situation, but it's a deep focus on yourself and on your intuition and on abundance. I really love this energy of the Page of Wands because it's this really fantastic, nothing can get me down. I believe in what's possible. It's the opposite of jaded. And I want to remind you before I go into the extended of your beautiful oracle card of healing. I open myself up to cosmic light, to the universal loving principle, to the strength, which gives healing and joy. There's your strength, boo. And this strength card in particular is very graceful. It's diplomatic. All right. I love you. Say hi in the comments if you'd like me to pray for you. If you'd like others to pray for you, consider subscribing and liking the video. Mwah. Bye-bye. See you in the extended.